Hello to the class of 2017. To those seniors out there, you've made it. You've made it through high school, so congratulations to you. And to the eighth graders who might be listening, you've made it through middle school or junior high school. So congratulations on just reaching that milestone in your life. I remember graduating from eighth grade and of course graduating from high school as well, both very important and well-deserved memories in my life. I wanted to take the time, though, to visit with you today during this season of your life. Obviously I speak at a lot of schools and work with a lot of students, but I don't ever really get invited to do any commencement speeches or anything like that. They more kind of bring me in for the motivational or anti-bully type programming. So I just want to take a few minutes out of your day, if we've been able to meet on the road, to maybe just speak into your heart a little bit as you graduate and kind of move on to this next stage of your life. Because I just wanted to offer a few maybe words of wisdom to the seniors who are going maybe to college next year. Or maybe you're not going to college. Maybe you're going to get a job or enter the military or go do something different with your life. One thing that I just wanted to maybe mention to you is just to remember that life is a journey. My father taught me many times. He'd always tell me, John, that's what he calls me, as John. He doesn't call me JC. John, life is a marathon, not a race. He'd say that over and over and over again. And now that I've kind of gotten on in years and seen a lot of life go by, I definitely agree with him. And a lot of times, when we graduate high school or we're going into college or we're going into kind of that next phase of our life, we tend to want to hurry up on things. We tend to want to reach the next milestone, maybe do things to get to that next level or to enhance our resume. But one thing I think that is worth maybe just kind of pausing on is this idea that life is a journey. For me, when I graduated from high school, the thing that I really wanted to do was work for Disney. That's what I really cared about. So everything I focused in college was about working for Disney. I interned, I went to the college program there at Disneyland. I interned for the studio. Even after I graduated college, I ended up working for the studio. And after that, I ended up working in Disney DVD. And I loved all the time that I spent working at Disney. And that was a large focus of my life. But as many of you know, that was around the same time when the Teen Truth film series started. And producing this film series has been something that's changed my life, something that's taken me in many different directions. You can see right now I'm at a Holiday Inn. Today's actually the last Teen Truth program that I'm doing for this school year, for the 2017 school year. Life kind of took me in many different directions. And while I love Disney and I loved marketing and I love movies and filmmaking, I've also come to realize the importance of making an impact and working with students and parents and educators to help them work through some of the social and emotional issues that they're dealing with. And it's a huge passion of mine now that I've been on the road working for Teen Truth the last 10 or 12 years. And that's something that when I was 18 years old, or even when I was 21 or 22 graduating from college, I never really could have imagined. I was really focused on the next task at hand. And I think, that's the message I wanted to convey to you here tonight as you kind of head into this next season of your life, is just to remember that every plan that you make and every journey you want to take doesn't always have an end, all right? It's going to morph into different things. You're going to have one goal for your career, and it may take you in different directions. And I really believe that the people who are able to pivot, the people who are able to change and adapt with the times, are really always going to be the most successful people. I mean, sometimes I wonder what it might have been like to stay there working at Disney. I don't know what I'd be doing right now. But one thing I can tell you is that I wouldn't have been able to reach millions of students through our work with Teen Truth. We wouldn't have a footprint in over 5,000 schools with all the work that we've been doing. And I wouldn't have gotten to meet all these amazing students and educators that I've had the opportunity to work with over the years. And that's the kind of stuff that really keeps me going. It's the kind of stuff that I don't take for granted. And it's why I'm so passionate about the work that we do. And that's kind of really where I wanted to leave you, is this idea of passion. Life is a journey. It's not about the destination. So I really encourage you, as you head into this next season of your life, spend some time figuring out what your passions are. What really motivates you? What are your strengths? What gets you going? And have that be the navigational beacon that kind of leads you down your path. You know, one of my best friends I grew up with this guy since preschool, okay? He's my oldest friend. His name's Brian Brister. I don't know where he got this saying from, but he told me this one day and it really stuck with me. He said, you know, John, he said, there's money at the top of every profession. Every profession. If you think about it, it's true. You know, we could sit here and we could talk about any profession that you want to go into. And, you know, we could make the argument that at the top of that profession, the people are making pretty good money. So if we can all agree on that, then the real important thing is really maybe following our passion and allowing our passion to lead us into the profession that we care about most. You know, for me, my passion over the years really became more of being a producer and creating content to help students. And that's kind of what took me away from Disney. Of course, Teen Truth did that as well, but it was the passion inside of me that really fired me up and took me down that road. And you know, we've made a good living here at Teen Truth. We've reached a lot of people. We've made money in the process, and I'm able to sit here with a great team at Teen Truth to continue doing what we're doing. And so I'm wondering, all right, as you head into this next stage of your life, what passions might lead you? What impact do you want to make? And I guarantee you, as you head down this road, if you need to change paths, that's okay. Because there is money and there is success at the top of every profession that you could go into. So take this time to just pause and really reflect on your journey so far, and don't ever be afraid to reflect on your current journey and where you are. You know, sophomore year, junior year of college, or that second or third year out of high school, take the time to step back and really look at where you're going, what you're doing, what you want to be doing, and don't be afraid to reevaluate. And now to the 8th graders who might be listening to this. Oh man, heading into high school, you know, it's so sad for me sometimes because I meet people on the road, especially adults, that will tell me that high school was like the worst time of their life, that they would never go back there. And for me, I loved high school. It was so much fun. I had so many great friends. We just did a lot of fun things. I got to grow up in San Diego around the beach and playing football and just really having a lot of great friends. Like, I'd go back to high school tomorrow if you let me. I loved it. So as you head into this next season of your education, going into high school, you know, the same message really applies to you. Don't be afraid to really hit the pause button and just kind of ask yourself, what are your passions and who do you want to be connected with on campus? What do you want to be involved in? A lot of times I meet students on the road in high school where it really seems like they're kind of building up all these credits and they're doing all these things maybe to get into college or have a certain career after high school. And it's more about kind of building that resume than really doing the work. Well, I really encourage you to just do good work. Follow your passion, figure out what your voice is. You know, from our work at Teen Truth, that's what we're all about, is helping students find their voice. And whether it's soccer or music or theater or math or science or football or leadership, whatever it might be, allow yourself the opportunity to kind of like find that path. Don't get moving so fast in high school. Allow yourself the opportunity to slow down and just kind of take a look at what the landscape is and figure out what's the next best move for you. Not what other people are doing, but what's the next move for you that's going to work at this stage of your life. All right, so that's my advice. If I ever got the opportunity to give a commencement speech, you know, that's kind of the message that I would want to bring, is just realizing that life in high school or life in college or this next stage, this next season that you're going into doesn't really have like an end or a milestone that you're going to get to. Realize it's a lot of milestones and a lot of endpoints that all add up into this bigger journey that we're all on. And for me, it's been an honor to be a part of your journey and to kind of support you through the work that we've been doing, but also support you at different points in your life. If there is anything that we can do at Teen Truth or at Rising Up to help you, please feel free to reach out. Like, we want to help as many students find their voice and tell their truth and just be the difference every single day. That's what we're all about. So I know you're busy. I know you got a lot of stuff going on in your life, so I'm not going to hold you up much longer. Congratulations to both of you, the class of 2017. You 8th graders, you worked really hard to get here, and you seniors, enjoy it. Enjoy this time of your life. Be with your friends, be with your family, and just enjoy this opportunity to connect with all these people that have been around you for the last 16, 17, 18 years of your life. Enjoy the next steps, enjoy the next season, and enjoy the journey. You take care.